Hey, we're walking into Wetlands Park. Duckhead, is it Duckhead Trail?
Duck something.
Hey, what a beautiful morning.
It is gorgeous.
That sun's,
We're gonna feel some cool weather here in just a minute.
yep.
A cool little dip.
People don't realize that Vegas has some beautiful parks that people can enjoy. This is one of them. A lot of people never even come down here, which is part of the Vegas water reclamation project. All the water from around the mountains and throughout Vegas comes down through here as it heads to Lake Mead, get recycled. There's Sandboard Stadium off in the distance. Not sure if that's going to be used this year yet or not.
The wonderful thing about Wetlands Park for us, we're very fortunate because all we have to do is walk out our door, walk out of our little neighborhood and come into the entrance.
Well, here we are by the Wetlands Nature Center. Very cool place.
It provides education to not only the community but a lot of the schools in the area, and quite frankly, living in the city, this is a beautiful place for children to learn about nature and also for people to be good stewards of their environment. So I've attended 2 classes here. Beyond nature, they also teach how to do watercolor, and actually Bill and I attended a seminar on the water reclamation project, the building of weirs, and how Las Vegas and Nevada in general are good stewards of the water that they do have, reclaiming it, sending it back into Lake Mead, and so that they can continue to thrive as a city. Pretty informative.
And here we go down to Vern's Pond.
We'll see if the bullfrogs will sing for us this morning.
Oh, I've heard him. He's over there. There's Vern's Pond. There's the bullfrog. He's saying good morning. He's looking for breakfast. What a tranquil place. You know, we're in the desert. Is this an oasis or is that real? Here's some more of Wetlands Park. There's a stadium off in the distance there. That's looking out towards Henderson and Lake Las Vegas.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, beaver. I thought I heard something scratch.
Yeah. He's been running back.
Let's see if we can
Pretty big size.
Huh. He's an eager beaver.
There's Frenchman's Mountain.
Yeah, and named after Belgium. All right, there's a good view of Frenchman's Mountain up there. Hear the water running down there. That you'll see it up off this bridge in a minute, but that's all coming off of a dam they had built up here, heading down towards Lake Mead. This was an area that had burned out a year or so, maybe 2 years ago. Starting to come back. They cleaned it up. Every once in a while we get little fires that start in here. Typical out west. Not sure what causes them all, but yeah, we get a couple every year.
Sometimes it's a controlled burn, and sometimes it's due to people just not knowing how bad the winds are and having small fires that grow out of control.
Oh yeah, there's the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Connects the park, two different sides. There's the dam I was speaking about earlier. I love the sound of rushing water in a desert. Just feels good. It's hard to explain.
And it maintains the wildlife population. We see lots of bunnies and lots of road runners. We've seen a snake here. I don't really like to see snakes, but everything has its place.
Hey. And you can finally see, we got some nice views of the Las Vegas Strip from in here. It's about 7 to 8 miles away. But it's a great place to get a panoramic shot of, you can see all the way from downtown Las Vegas up here to past Mandalay Bay. And yet you feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere. You see the stratosphere in the distance, now known as the Strat.
The Strat. And Treasure Island is now TI.
TI.
Always changing, always evolving. We should be able to get a really good shot.
Over here, there's a water treatment plant, I believe, right? I think that's what that is.
Yes. There are so many different washes that reclaim the water in bringing the water to Lake Mead eventually, and they provide really beautiful areas for us to walk. One of our favorites is Pittman Wash, and we'll video that sometime.
There's another shot. You can see Mandalay Bay on the left, all the way down past the Strat on the right. You'd see downtown casinos except for the trees that are blocking it. Hello, Marcia.
I'm trying to get a great view of the strip here.
Yeah. This field had burned here several years ago. It's coming back. If you look close enough, you can kind of still see the little bit of block down in the soil there, it looks like. I know. Maybe it's just the way it looks, but there's a bridge up here that's still, it's not usable anymore because it had burnt, but the bridge is still sitting there. Beautiful park.
It's funny how quickly the land comes back without any human intervention.
Yeah, although I'm sure that somebody's worked hard on getting it back. So.
Yeah.
They have great volunteers in this park.
They do. That's true.
And they have a lot of workers in the park as well. But
they're always working, always planting. I love the new desert willows they've planted. Those are going to be gorgeous at the entrance.
here's a little bit more of a close-up of some of the trees. There was a small fire in here a year or two ago, and you can see some of these trees that are burnt are still here. But yet behind it, it's all kind of revitalized and growing again, and I'm sure that people worked hard to get it back, but it's what happens when you live in a desert. You got dry, hot conditions and wind. It's all good for fires. But this park constantly revitalizes itself, which is good. So birds. Yeah, turtle's out over there.
Oh, yeah.
He's sunning himself on the rock.
So peaceful here.
It is. I hear something. Is that a turtle in there or a fish jumping or something? There's a couple of turtles over there. There's only,
Little bird.
yeah, there's only 2 turtles over there today. Usually there's about 5 or 6. The other ones must be in the water.
It's early.
Yeah, I saw one just jump over that way, or just come up for air or whatever he's doing. Something. Yeah, it's nice and peaceful. Hey, bunny. Oh, he's staying in front of us. He's moving. There he is. Hey, you want to be on camera? There he is. Hey.
Little body.
Look at him. He's sitting there. He's good. He's not too crazy about being on camera.